because it does not danger my life. I only hurt my leg. And again, to enroll in Part B, same thing. It's like general Medicare is 7 months, surrounding your 65th birthday month, or if you're receiving disability for 24 months, then you automatically qualify. Again, if you are already receiving Social Security before 65, the enrollment is automatic as well too for Part B. And that is what the co-payments and premium that you asked about earlier. If you already receiving Medicare in 2009, prior to 2010, today's premium is $96.40 per month. And if you are new to Medicare this year, the premium is $110.60 or 50 cents. And then deductible a year is $155. And then the 20% co-payment for all your doctor visits and outpatient services, things like that.
Every time you need to 20% for the RN service, they don't have to pay how much I pay.
There's no ceiling. That's why there's something called Medicaid gap insurance. The government only pay for 80%. So if you let's assuming if you have a surgery and stay in hospital for 3 days, normally it's costing you about $100,000 today. So 20% is about $20,000 you have to pay for. And let's talk about Part D, is drug coverage. And basically, you can enroll in Part D 90 days after you qualify for Medicare. Now, Part D, you must enroll. There's no automatic enrollment, so you have to apply for it. And then, assuming that now you're 65, and then you forgot to apply for Part D, even though you got Part A and Part B, but you forgot to apply for drug coverage, then you're 67 now. 2 years later, now you become more prone to sickness. So you need more drug or more expensive drug. So now you think that I want it now. And you can apply for it, but then you have to pay 1% penalty. The rest, for all the years you're missing, for all the time you're missing to apply for it since you're 65. So just be careful. And that happened to a lot of seniors that I talked to. Really just forgot, or they're healthy when they're 65, so they said I don't want to pay the premium, so they don't want it. But actually it's not a lot of money. Today is about $36 per year, per month for drug coverage.
So how much will be the penalty?
1%.
1% of
1% of national average for the drug premium for all those months you're missing to apply for.
So roughly how much?
Well, depends on how long you're missing. Right? Or you get 3 years and 36 months, right? So you're missing 36 months. Then the premium is $36 per month, right? You apply for it, and then you pay 1% penalty, and then you pay the penalty every month.
Pay penalty every month.
That's true. But for some people, maybe, I mean, because it doesn't make sense to pay the penalty. That's what it is. And you have to have Medicare Part A and Part B to get Part B. And then also you have to live in service areas. Because, for example, if you have a drug coverage, but let's say you go to other countries, you live there or stay there, you cannot be covered by the drug. And the initial enrollment for the drug coverage, PDP, same thing as your Medicare enrollment. 7 months running your 65th birthday. And then of course, every year, November 15th to December 31st, you can change your drug plan. Because there are a lot of different types of drug plan you can find out from Medicare.gov website. So if you don't like it, next year you can change it. So that the change time is November 15th to December 31st. And this is special enrollment, and that's important. And some of you may work for an employer passing your 65th birthday. So since your employer covers your medical coverage, including drug, so you may not need to purchase Part D. In this case, it's okay. Until you retire from the company, they come and no longer cover your drug coverage. Then you apply for Part D. Then you need to get your employer a letter to prove that during that time you continue to have coverage by your employers. In that case, there would be no penalty. The open enrollment every year is if you participate in Medicare Advantage plan, which is so-called Part C that we haven't talked about yet, and it's January to March every year, because you can change the plan. That is a little bit more critical information for people who may require a lot of drugs or expensive drugs, like cholesterol drugs, like high blood pressure drugs, and diabetic drugs, things like that. It's expensive. And currently, the Medicare program for Part D, there is something called donut hole. And today nobody find out why it was there. But there is. Medicare only covers your drug up to $2,800. And after that, you have to pay all the drug out of your own pocket until your drug payment go to more than $4,000. Then the government start to pay again. That's what it's called donut hole. And because during that hole, you have to pay all the drug yourself. So imagine that if you are like me, taking a number of drugs every day and costing about $2 to $5 per drug, there's a lot of money that I have to pay for. But then nobody, even today, nobody knows why it was there, but it is there. And the current health reform is going to change that. By 2014, I believe the donut hole is gone. So it won't have that anymore. So it won't impact any of you today. But probably your parents may still have some impact on it. And there are just what I mentioned, a lot of different PDP available, just like your employer today for insurance company. And so you have to pick one that is most suitable for you. And so you can go to www.medicare.gov, and there is a list of all the different plans and the cost of each drug. So if you regularly taking drugs, then it's best to go there, look for the coverage that is good for you. And you will need your name, your birthday, and your Medicare card, and your zip code, and the list of all the drugs you're taking in order to find the best plan for you. Because the pricing for the premium is ranging from roughly about $15 a month to about $70 a month, depending on the kind of drug that you're taking. So, and that's where there's the Medicare.gov, and over there there's a drug plan Pfizer option, where you can find the best PDP. And you saw on a previous flyer that there is a